3, 2, 1, action. Hey, guys, welcome to the patio. Got a good show. Let's start over one more time.
One more again.
Hey, 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, guys, welcome to the patio. Got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Ford. Are they selling Bud Light, Hold My Beer? And what's this? What's going on with that? We got the Alphabet Mafia month starting here in a couple weeks. We have trans influencers are having trouble getting work. Can you believe that? And Gary is going to follow up the Hawaiian sword story. He's got another story about swords. But before we get into that, Father Fortenberry, how are you this fine Tuesday morning?
Well, I just opened a Lost 40. What is it? Second rodeo.
Oh, what was the first rodeo?
It's another one of these.
Okay.
Hey, show them that cool koozie that you got there.
Yeah. Look.
And if anybody's interested in that, leave us a comment. We'll try to get some of those. We'll try to sell some of those.
Let me show the bottom just a second.
Can you drink that in 8 seconds? If you drop it before 8 seconds, you don't get points.
So look, you asked me how I was doing. I am beat up, man. Beat up. Had a rough weekend. Look,
Charlie took it to you?
look at my arm.
Oh, my.
I know. Look, I was working in the yard, fell, landed on the fence.
Talking to the mic.
Landed on the fence.
When you were homeless in New Orleans, you didn't come back looking like that.
No. Look, then today we were practicing baseball with the kids, and I dove for a ball, and apparently I'm not as swift as I used to be. I dove, landed with no ball, just on the ground. I'm all cut up.
It's all about
landed without balls.
Landed without balls. They were laying behind me.
All that matters is
Gary,
effort.
how are you? Stealth mode. You're in stealth mode.
I wasn't
barely
talking.
see you there.
Yes. So what's that? I think it's too soon still.
That's still. I mean, too soon. They're just glad we remember good commercials.
Yeah, that was a good commercial back then. You know. So
yeah. Now they say, "What's that?"
What?
Is Gary a trans activist or a trans?
No, he's just a trans.
He transitioned from fat guy to skinny guy real fast. Didn't
Him and Marty both did.
Didn't they? Look, speaking of Marty, how are you, Marty?
I'm good. I'm just glad Jamie ain't got another anniversary till next year because he wouldn't have made it
to his anniversary party.
Damn, it's been a rough weekend for you.
I know. It was good. We had a good time though, man.
I ain't got nothing to say behind that.
All right, so Fortenberry, so tell us about your adventures here with the kids. You're almost dead now after just
we had a practice day for the local kids. Shout out to Scott Fraley and the whole Fraleys and Dylan and all them. They've done a good job coaching. So we had a practice today because playoffs coming up pretty soon, and we're just sitting there hanging out in the bleachers watching. And they say, "Hey, the kids want to play the adults." We're like, "Hell yeah!" Let's smoke these kids. So I realized when I get out there.
Now these are 8-year-olds.
Yeah, they're 8-year-olds. I realized when I get out there, I'm left-handed. I have no glove. Then my dumb ass goes to short. I'm barehanded and everything. I know. So
you were playing shortstop.
I shortstop, no gloves and nothing. And I mean, we had a good time. The kids had a blast. Last play, the last play of the game, I dove for a pop fly and missed it and just landed. Landed.
Did you at least touch the ball? Did you touch?
I did.
Oh, okay.
If I had a glove, I'd have had them, but it hit my fingertips and just bloop.
So that was a crash landing.
Oh, yeah.
It was more of a flop.
I landed ass first or side first or something like that. And, of course, immediately Jake Lee pulls out a camera and starts taking pictures.
Oh, can we get some of those pictures?
Absolutely.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get up? Now, that's the real question.
Oh, well, I laid there and laughed.
One thing, but
I laughed. I sit there and laughed. Charlie ran over to me, laughed. Everybody circled around me, and then when they realized I was laughing, they started laughing. So it was...
Who got up first, you or your pride?
Oh, my pride's still laying back there.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Look, this guy rode a unicycle at the age of 10. His pride
no, he did not ride.
But he attempted to ride a unicycle at the age of 10.
Gary, I have no pride. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, but one thing we are prideful about, what's on our hats? Pigs. And what were the pigs? What did they do for only the, I think, fourth, maybe fifth time in history? They won the SEC
championship.
Champions. That's right, boy. Them hogs go woo pig, everybody.
As the young girls do, woo pig. That apparently that's a new thing.
Oh, is that what they do?
Really?
Yeah.
This? Mm-hmm. To tape your nose up, or they just...
No, just they go,
woo pig.
I'm so-and-so. I'm going to University of Arkansas, woo pig.
I know what you're
okay.
talking about.
I got
That's
you.
like
I
an
got
influencer thing?
Yeah.
Kind of like Dylan Mulvaney?
Yep, Mulvaney.
I just realized we're influencers. I didn't know that.
We are.
No one's bought anything we tried to sell, I don't think yet.
Yeah,
Yes, they have.
Yes, they
Yeah,
bought
we tried to
booze,
sell,
right?
but-
Bourbon.
We ain't sold anything.
Hey, shout out to Brad Morris. Brad, look, try Lost 40. It's a local beer. Good beer. He tried a blackjack today.
Of beer, as we head into warmer months, beer companies are getting ready to tap into the summer bashes, backyard barbecues. Look, it's time, folks. We're a week away from the holiday, not even a week.
Oh, yeah.
Many of these companies are hoping to cash in on the Bud Light fiasco. Man, they've screwed up big time. After 5 months, Bud sales continue to plummet to their partner, thanks to their partnership with transvestite Dylan Mulvaney. So that's the first time I've heard him ever referred to as transvestite.
Me too.
Needless to say, this is from Revolver News, so this is a little different outlet than I would normally use. But
transvestite.
Yeah, transvestite Dylan Mulvaney. Can Bud Light fix this mess? One marketing expert says time is not on their side.
I agree.
It's because they straddled the fence. That was their problem. They didn't pick a side. They would try to play both sides, and
you can't be lukewarm. You have to be cold or hot.
Speaking of trying both sides, I actually read an article earlier, and let me see if I can find it. So not only have they disenfranchised their normal clientele, but they've also now LGBTQ plus has
Spirit.
Yeah, it has. Anheuser-Busch loses its 100% rating by LGBTQ plus rating over its Bud Light debacle. As Ted Cruz announces probe into whether the paid partnership broke guidelines and advertised alcohol to underage. This is what Tim Pool was talking about a few weeks ago. It was actually.
This is a very good point.
It's a very good point.
It's a good point, but I think it's a stretch.
You think it's a stretch? I don't either.
I think it's a stretch.
I don't think.
Dude, if they said Camel Joe or what the hell his name was, was geared towards kids, why would a influencer geared towards children not be considered? All right, cross that line.
I'm gonna argue on this one.
Well, Bud
You're
Light,
anti-child. Just admit it, Gary.
But is Bud Light allowed to sell?
Gary hates kids.
Sell at no, that you do.
Okay,
no, you hate families.
Yeah,
what
I love Iran.
So when did Camel Joe come out? He was in the 80s, right? Maybe late 70s.
Camel Joe's been out since the 60s, bro.
He's been gone. Okay. He's been extinct for about 20 years.
So back then, how many adult cartoons were there?
None.
Okay, there you go.
What's that point? What's the point?
Because that was the only cartoon guy that was advertising, and he was advertising.
Okay,
kids,
but Nickelodeon.
Cool.
Could Bud Light advertise on Nickelodeon? Does that still exist, by the way? Disney.
Yes.
Could Bud Light advertise on those channels?
No, they can't.
So Dylan Mulvaney, who most of his followers are under the legal age of consumption.
All right, but Dylan Mulvaney is not technically a channel. He's a person, and he's an adult drinking age person.
But if he's a person that is, I mean, he's a cartoon character just like Joe Cool.
Okay, but
or not Joe Cool,
Joe Cool,
whatever his name is.
You know, this will be shadow banned on YouTube because of this one.
But Joe Cool,
we said he like 3 times, so we're out.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah.
Peace
and
out.
transvestite.
Look, we enjoyed YouTube.
Oh, guys, check this out. Marty, we've been talking about this for a couple weeks.
I thought we got banned already.
No, Bud Light is ready to buy back unsold cases of expired beer.
Oh, that's good.
That sat on shelves that consumers revolted over the partnership.
I took a picture. I meant to send it to y'all. I saw I had at a local, not local here, but a big store that had the 24 packs, $1.70 of a 24 pack.
And they still
$1.70.
Now there was a stack of them had been touched.
That's rough.
As expensive as everything is, I'm gonna tell you what right now.
Look, I'm only flesh and blood. I'd be tempted to buy.
I'm gonna tell you, I could stock that refrigerator out there for like $10. Woo.
I'd pour them things in a bucket and say, "Look, it's a Coors Light."
All right, but
we got a keg.
Yeah. Wait, we got a bathtub in here full of Bud Light.
No, it's for Coors. We say it's a bathtub full of Coors.
Who would know different?
But you got to pour it all out, though. You got to pour it out and say, "Hey, look, we got all this Miller Lite here."
Yeah, Jamie, that's a genius move. Let's just paint the cans black and say like
we brewed our own beer.
Hey, we'll paint them black. Put stickers on it.
It just says beer.
No,
it says beer.
This is our infinity beer
and patio beer.
Yeah.
Hey, for those of you that think our Life from the Patio beer tastes like Bud Light, you are wrong. It tastes like Budweiser. But anyway.
I mean, if you said it tastes like piss, you'd call it out right. It tastes like Bud Light.
But look, they really, and look, this is like beating a dead horse, but I was listening to, do y'all know who Mr. Wonderful is?
Who?
Kevin O'Leary.
I know who Mr. Perfect is.
Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. I was listening to him on something the other day, and they said, I guess he teaches some class. He said, this will be taught for years and years to come in marketing about knowing who your constituents are, who you're selling to. And the one thing, look, Bud Light did not have to be political.
Look,
It had no reason to
Bud
be
Light.
political.
Look at me. Camera, look at me. Bud Light sells the guys look just like
Hold
me.
on. I'm gonna zoom. There you go. Show them a little pepperoni.
Look
there,
at this.
Jimmy.
Look.
Show the
Bud Light.
pepperonis.
Look at Bud Light. That's the kind of the
Jamie
Bud Light-
brought the pepperoni.
Bought the
He brought
pepperonis.
pepperoni.
Bud Light sells the guys look just like me. Guys that work
Not anymore.
8,
Look like
9,
Not
5 minutes
anymore.
a day.
What do you mean not anymore?
not anymore.
No, but I mean, they sell the guys that work 8, 12 hours
No,
a
they
day.
sell the guys that look like Gary without a beard.
yeah, with
they
that
cut, guys that come in, construction workers, farmers, blue collar. That should
They
be
used
their,
to.
They used to. That should be their wheelhouse.
no.
They're not fratty. They're blue collar. And they
No,
forgot,
there
they
are
forgot the
there are
roots.
blue.
Well, it
they are
depends.
Friday too.
If
They've got the
you
roots.
if you are a progressive suburban white female, you consider it Friday.
Because you know what you. Gary didn't.
I didn't.
The three of us used to hang out in our heyday.
I used to hang
And
out.
what
though.
was the beer that we used to buy? It wasn't Bud Light. It wasn't Bud Heavy. It was Natty Light. That's Friday beer.
Smirnoff Wild Grape?
That's because people didn't have money. They bought the cheapest.
Yeah, we
thing
called it
ever.
Financial Light. That was the Friday beer. It wasn't Bud Light. Bud Light's what our dads drank. Oh, my dad drank
Or
whatever.
Pabst Blue Ribbon was Daddy drink, I think.
Was that? Well, my dad drank whatever. Some Bud product.
Yeah.
Bud Ice, Bud
But
Heavy.
when I think of it, it was because my grandfather drank Pabst Blue Ribbon every now and then. That's what I thought of. Like, oh, this is
Your grandpa was a hippie.
So what is Bud Light's next move? Because we talked
Hey.
about last week Chicago. Gay bars now in Philadelphia and Washington D.C. are boycotting Yingling because Yingling has supported Donald Trump and they are basically the anti-Bud Light.
sounds like they're going to skyrocket in sales.
Yeah, but they're privately owned too, so we don't know.
They are.
We don't know.
Yeah, we won't know,
I
but
tried
Well,
to
we
check.
know the owner supported Trump. That's what we do know.
Yes.
and they supported America too.
Well, I like Union Light, but I wish they'd have done this bull crap. Bud Light would have done this bull crap back when we was drinking cheap beer. Golly.
I know.
Boy, ain't that the truth?
Man, $1 for a 24 pack?
You had a great time. in
Yeah,
college.
back
If
when I
y'all
had,
come
We'd
over
have
here-
never ran out.
when I had, before I had scruples.
Look, pool season is upon us, and if y'all come over and that fridge is full of black beers, painted black, don't just grab one and don't even ask question. Ask no question. Dude, that's cheap.
That is cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? 24? Is that like 10 cents a beer?
No, it's less than that.
No, it's got to be less than 10. It's like 5 cents a beer.
Wow.
If it's 24.
I can tell you now. Look, I'm in on the boycott, but I'd buy that. I have weakness. But speaking of boycotts, there's another boycott brewing that we haven't talked about.
Oh, I don't have that queued up, but go and tell us about it, Fortenberry.
Target.
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 Have y'all seen what Target is doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we talked about this slightly the other day.
I think we briefly talked about it. And
They along with Adidas have swimsuits for little boys that will hide their junk.
Whoa, hold on.
Here's my problem.
What is
They
it?
have a pocket to hide their junk.
Yeah, they have broader crotch and stuff.
What, they push it
Your feet-
under?
yeah.
No, it's wider.
Well,
So
it won't look. You won't see a bulge there.
So like I have here's my issue is not that they're have LGBTQ clothes. That's not my problem. My problem is I can't walk into Target and find some pants to fit my fat ass, but I can find a one piece to cover my balls. That's a problem.
All right, I'm going to have to walk into Target tomorrow when I'm around. I'm just going to have to do it, and I'm going to film it. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I mean,
And
it's
then go to
there.
CVS.
Where are we going to do
Go to CVS.
I mean,
Find the
but
sex
do y'all
toys
not
on the
agree?
center.
I mean,
All right, I'm going to do both of those this week.
Look, me and T can't find clothes there to fit us, but they got shit to cover my balls up.
All right.
That's
So
I
is
bet
that-
they wouldn't cover my.
But
balls.
I know there's like underwear that like cup your balls and hold them like a pocket for your balls.
no. These are one piece women's swimsuits that are broader in the crotch.
But for boys,
Yes, little boys, not adult men.
No,
little
man.
boys. Yes, it's exactly right. That's what it is.
That's terrible.
I'm confused.
No, look.
What are you confused about? We're telling you exactly what it is.
It doesn't make sense though.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's the same thing that happened
more
at Bud
cloth,
Light.
more cloth in the middle
Okay.
for more meat in the middle.
Look, they're trying to sexualize our kids, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Epstein. Did you hear the latest about Epstein? So they're not
I
telling
know
us
that. I
who
know
went
he
to
did.
Epstein
I
Island.
got a theory on Epstein that I saw.
I
on
know he
Facebook.
did commit suicide.
Yes, because he's a vampire. Aunt Monkey sent this to me.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein's not dead. If you go back, look on your, I think it's what, $10 bill.
Hold.
10.
He's on my $10 bill.
Look at Andrew Jackson. Him and Andrew Jackson look exactly the same.
So you're
So-
saying he's been around for a really long time?
Yes.
It does make sense of how he got all his
Allegedly.
money. Because that story of how he got all his money just
I
really
bet-
doesn't make sense.
I bet you Andrew Jackson had a lot of money back then.
So, but so we have still not seen the list of people that went to Epstein Island.
No, you know they said they won't release it either.
Duh. You don't wonder why? Do you really wonder why?
I know what the
I
judge
know why.
said.
Tupac and Elvis was over there too.
And Biggie.
Well, he
Can't you
did.
see?
Apparently, he did threaten Bill Gates. Did you guys hear about this?
Who did?
Epstein threatened to expose Bill Gates when he had a 2010 affair. Check this out. I mean, this is so Bill Gates. He didn't have an affair with those young people on the island. He had an affair with a Russian bridge player.
Bridge, like the card
The card game after he refused to participate in a multi-billion-dollar charitable fund with J.P. Morgan. And I guess ultimately that's what led to the divorce of him and his ugly wife. But anyway.
That's pretty. I mean, that's what rich people have to worry about. Bridge games, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she's cute compared to the lady who's
the
married
rich
to.
logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm poor. I have to play checkers with my wife to divorce her.
I'm sure you would lose, by the way. Nuh-uh. All right. Florida, NCAACP advises against visiting Florida over hostile DeSantis police government policies. And the government slams the move as a stunt. And then DeSantis come out, his office came out and said, so I guess that means we don't have to worry about the, what they call it? Urban weekend or urban week in Florida.
Ooh,
I didn't know DeSantis be stunting.
that shot's fired across the bow right
That's
there.
what I thought too when I heard him say that. Yeah.
Oh well.
Look, he kind of lost some of his what's the word I'll use?
Juju.
Yeah, he lost some of his juju. I don't think he has the stones to battle Trump.
I don't think so either.
I thought he did. I thought
Did he
was the
announce
guy.
he's running? Not
Not
yet.
yet.
He's supposed to like next week, right?
But if I had my pick over DeSantis or Trump, I'd pick DeSantis.
I would too, but I don't think DeSantis would win.
What about Tim Scott?
I love Tim Scott.
I do too.
I picked Tim Scott over Trump.
Tim Scott.
He announced Friday, or he's getting ready to announce.
Is he really?
Yeah, he announced.
Oh,
Let me look it up.
Dude, I'd have to go hardcore.
And 1, 2, 3.
There's one guy out of so Tim Scott's a black guy. There's a black out of Texas.
Who is the Swami guy? What's his name? DeSwami.
Vivek.
DeSwami.
Oh yeah. I don't think he
He
has
did.
good ideas.
Tim
people.
Scott announced.
Did he announce?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, it's gonna be hard.
Ramaswamy.
It's gonna be hard.
Ramaswamy.
It's gonna be hard for me not to back Tim Scott.
I'll tell you what.
I like
Tim
Tim.
Scott. I'm telling you, if somebody wants to get out ahead, they need to go on and name their
Yeah, I agree.
running buddy,
Running
partner,
mate.
running mate. That's it. Because like a guy like Tim Scott goes, me and Ramaswamy is going to run together. That's a huge force. Look, I don't know if you can top the Trump force.
No.
Because part of me thinks maybe we need Trump in there because, look, what we have right now is ridiculous. He's got a clean house.
Oh, yeah.
After this Durham report, there is so much going on there that's just
All right, you guys ready for you ready for this? I'm going to give you two
Yep.
choices right here. Who would you pick? If you had a Trump Candace Owens ticket or a Tim Scott DeSantis ticket, who would you
I'm
go
taking
with?
Tim Scott. I'm taking Tim Scott.
Tim Scott DeSantis?
Yes.
You said Candace Owens.
Candace Owens VP, but Tim Scott president, DeSantis VP. Who do you think would get the most voters?
Oh no!
I'd vote for either one of them.
No,
but
are you saying
do
who I
think-
think get the votes or who would I want?
who would get the votes?
It's gonna be
Trump.
It's gonna be Trump. Hands down.
Trump, Candace Owens over Tim Scott.
Hands down,
DeSantis.
Trump. My preference would be Tim Scott. It could be Tim Scott and a glass of water.
I don't think Trump gets the vote.
Tim Scott's awesome, man. And then look, they're going to bash this dude. Trump's going to beat him up. The thing I hate most about this, what's going on, they're going to bash each other, and it's really going to then Look, Biden is about this far from being impeached. I think Margaret Taylor Greene
I think they're going to push that through.
brought out there's
still got another
more
year and a
coming
half.
out every day. He will not. I think in the end he will not run again. But then who the Democrats put up? Who's going to be the progressive leader? AOC? No,
Gavin Newsom is their runner.
Newsom, and he will get beat by anybody on the right.
I think he would. If he go, I think Biden could beat Trump,
Look,
but I don't think Newsom could beat Trump.
The thing about Tim Scott is I think Tim Scott can weather the storm that Trump will bring because he is so calm, collective, put together. I think, man, he is a force.
Look, DeSantis or Scott should latch on to Trump.
They should.
ought to be like, I'm going to be your running mate. You can do it 4 more years, and then after that,
I'm the VP. I'm the VP running for president. Is what's going to happen.
And Trump should play it as such.
I disagree. I think DeSantis and Scott should get together and say, we'll go in together. VP.
Yeah, but who's 1, who's 2?
Yeah,
That'll be an argument.
Yeah, but it will be. But they can sort that out.
I think Scott has a better chance of beating Trump than DeSantis of beating Trump.
Me too.
Because Trump's got a lot of crap on DeSantis apparently.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch gears a minute. I heard about this, Jamie. If you've been listening to Steven Crowder, you probably heard about it. Also, there is a strange new TikTok thing where TikTokers walking into strangers' houses.
Seen it.
What?
They just walk into somebody's house. They'll be like, "Oh look!" They're like, "Oh look, the door's open. Let's go."
We're gonna get banned if I say what I do.
Didn't someone get shot and killed?
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all keep y'all's doors unlocked?
No.
When I'm home,
No.
it's not locked.
No. Well, our door is locked all the time.
Mine too.
Is it?
I don't.
Yep,
Even when you're home?
Yep.
Now if I'm home, maybe the garage door, but you got to come in through my garage.
Nope.
Look, it's called the trespassing challenge, and
My
this
door
might
is
be,
locked all the time.
It might be the dumbest challenge yet. A group of clout-seeking bozos is being exonerated online after they filmed themselves entering a private property in London for TikTok likes, with many critics daring them to pull the same stunt in the gun-loving U.S. Look, I thought the one that
it's London, so yeah.
So they're just walking in people's houses and doing TikToks in people's houses.
Yeah, they're like,
and then people will bust in and they'll be like, "Oh,
well, here's the thing. I think it depends on each state that they do this in because each state's got different trespassing laws.
but you know what?
But
The state doesn't matter. You're going to end up dead.
well,
Yeah, you don't do that around here.
In Arkansas,
Who cares if the guy goes to jail that shot you?
Now I was listening to a Tim cast. Tim Pool goes about this a lot.
It's the house doctor.
It's where you talk about technically someone can be on your property and not be trespassing unless you have like you could have a piece of floss around your property say do not trespass. And they go over it's trespassing. But if you don't have that, then it's not trespassing. Now going into your home is different.
yeah."
Once they
there's
cross
a boundary.
They
There's
have
a
to
clear
cross a
boundary.
barrier. They have to cross a barrier.
A barrier, and your yard is not technically a barrier.
Unless you have a fence
or something
whatever.
like that.
But like I said, my kids know me and my wife. Like when I unlock my door, open it, and I turn the key the opposite direction, pull my key out, and I shut it behind me. Our front door stays locked. Our back door doesn't. My front door stays locked 24/7.
So your back door is always open, Jamie?
My back door is open, and you know what? There's stuff back there that'll bite you.
Well, I guess
I'm
my
talking
front
about
door
dogs.
stays
What's
locked.
wrong with y'all? I'm talking about puppy dogs. Where's your mind at?
Gary, what back door was you talking
It's
about?
in a deep, dark hole right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work to get to it. Okay. What is wrong with you? My back door where my dogs live, and they snap at stuff that comes in there.
The stuff ever comes
What is
out.
wrong with you? I don't get what they're laughing about.
I don't either. But anyway, let's talk about another viral story. There's a woman, New York City, Sarah Jane Comrie. She was blasted on social media. She got into a heated incident when a group of young black men claimed she attempted to steal a rental bike they paid for in New York City. She's a pregnant New York City nurse, and social media just absolutely demolished this lady. Called her a racist because she was trying to steal this bike from these young black men.
Her job suspended her as well.
Yes.
So many in the media labeled, I didn't realize that, Comrade the city bike Karen, and even accused her of racism, leading her to go into hiding, her lawyer said. We're going to get an answer when we start filing defamation lawsuits. Her attorney told Fox News she's been called a racist. She's been called a thief. There are reasons defamation laws exist, and we plan to pursue that.
I hope she wears them out.
Oh yeah, because she.
In what logical situation does any of that make sense that she's the bad guy?
That she's gonna pregnant woman.
I know where you're going. That's the same thought.
A nurse, pregnant woman is gonna walk up to four guys, young
and
dudes,
steal their bike
and take their bike away from them. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. However, she does have receipts showing that she got the bike.
You know what?
Now
it's been proven. It's basically been proven.
It's been proven, but
it was her bike.
But I will say this: she did not look like she was really scared. She had some alligator tears in there.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter. But
she was tired. She just finished a shift at New York City Hospital.
I agree, but I can see it.
But here's my thing. Regardless whatever happened, say she did take their bike.
But she didn't.
No. Say she did. If there's four of us sitting here and a pregnant woman walks up and takes one of our bikes and makes a big deal about it, like, man, just take the bike out. You're obviously need it more than I do. I'm not fighting over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing her. I'm not.
Yeah, it would never make the news.
Yeah.
No, that's a damn good point. In that we would have taught our sons the same thing.
Just let it go.
If a woman comes up needing that bike, you give the woman the bike and you walk the 3 miles.
And honestly, T made another point. The opposite. You know, if that woman had the bike, just say, "Okay, you can have the bike," and just walk off. Whatever. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to one thing that parents aren't teaching their kids how to be chivalrous anymore.
But here's the thing about the social media. She's received death threats. She's in hiding. What's that play is what social media did to this woman who's literally a hero and has done nothing to help people. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, it's really ridiculous.
It's race baiting is what it is, and that's the bad part. And I hope she gets every penny that's coming to her.
But what does that say about social media? Because people were real quick to accept that this Karen did this to these young black men who were far physically.
Do you want me to tell you where I'm at with it? Do you want me to tell you where I'm at with this? I don't even blame the kids that did this because they didn't do anything violent. Really, they didn't really take anything from where they were just causing.
No. This is people on the internet.
I blame media.
Yeah,
that's who should be sued. Just like when when that kid back in Nebraska had, the Indian guy was.
That's a DC. That's a Sandman.
It's the Sandman thing. The media twisted that.
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, twisted that. And who did he get money from? He got money from media.
Oh yeah, he sued the shit out of them.
The same thing should happen for this. Not the kids. I don't think. And I think the lawyer for her is the same way. They're not going after the kids. They're going after the media.
No, the kids, they may or may not have been jackasses. That's not the point.
That's not the point. It's the media trying to get a quick, ooh, gotcha moment is what they're trying to do and not going and doing research.
Meanwhile, there's been like 25 people pushed off of subway stops in front of trains.
Okay. I just happened across an article. Look, all of this working from home, all this shit where you're emailing abbreviations. An IT employee sues her boss after mistaking his initials for lewd reference. Email abbreviations for sexual advances. The British IT worker argues in court her former boss used an alluring voice to wish her a nice evening.
What kind of was it? I don't hear this.
Like on an email?
A tech worker in England tried to sue her boss after apparently believing email abbreviations he used, such as XX and ? Were codes asking for a sexual relationship. ?
Ampersand.
What?
Yeah, apparently she misinterpreted what he wrote.
I don't understand.
She claimed that the use of XX in emails to her were attempts to kiss her. YY was code for sexual contact, and the 3 ? Was coded language inquiring when she would be ready to engage in a sexual relationship.
Did he send her a scissor as well?
But someone tell me how this makes it all the way to court. Why can this lady just not go?
Eggplant.
Why can she not just go, hey, boss man, are you like trying to get up in my britches or something?
You trying to
That's
hit
all you
this?
do. Yeah, I mean.
So he identifies as a bunch of letters and.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you all this.
Stuff.
So back years ago when everybody first started getting the iPhones and stuff, you remember the whole thing about getting your Siri to call you funny names?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I got Siri to call me James bad MFer Fortenberry.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you know?
You're
how to
so
call
proud
him
of that.
Penis King.
No, so I didn't realize this. This one was doing the pyramid over in Memphis. So I'm sending emails out, and I saw a mass email, and I just happened to catch my name in the middle of these 30 emails, and it said, James Bad MF for Fortenberry. I was like, I'd had this way for months.
And
Did anyone notice it and call you out?
No, nobody said a word. But
They just agreed with it.
they're like, he must be bad.
Listen to this bad mother
He
email.
must be a bad. He must be a bad MFer.
Speaking of bad MFers, we're going to talk about a story that's close to Gary's heart.
Oh, yes.
In an unusual and disturbing attack, an assailant armed with a sword sliced off the hand of a homeless man in Riverside, California.
Oh, I got cramp my throat.
Chop his head off, Gary.
It was Ninja
The
Sword.
attack happened Saturday night around 5th Street and Fairmont Boulevard.
Fairmont's awesome, so I've heard.
That's not in.
No, it's in Vegas.
That's in Vegas. This is in California.
This is California.
I'm wrong
James.
state, my bad.
It is awesome.
I don't.
Police started getting calls around 10:30 p.m. from people reporting a severed hand found on the sidewalk. Stunned officers at first thought they might encounter a movie prop until staff at a nearby hospital called to report they were treating a man who had his hand cut off.
That is.
Yeah.
What'd you do if you found a severed hand?
I'd be like, dude.
I'd go get a cooler full of ice.
Hey, this is what they always say.
I'd pick my nose with it.
So the guy that had his hand chopped off, they said they see him in the area. He's a really nice guy. He's one of our regulars who works at a restaurant down the street. If someone
he's a
were
hand
to
model.
upset him, he would argue with them, but he
Anymore,
would
he's
never
not.
get into a fight.
He's a hand model.
Dude. All right, so this takes me back. This is why it's close
He's
to my
a traveling hand model.
He used to work down the street.
God thing running around. All right. So the reason why this goes to my heart is because if y'all
The
go
very
back,
first episode.
our very first episode,
Our
go back
very
and listen.
first ever.
Go back and talk about we talked about a guy in Hawaii, gas station 7-Eleven with the ninja sword. Okay, it happened. So now we know this confirms that ninja sword violence is real.
So, like, I had a young guy that I saw him today. He had just started listening to our podcast. He said, man, I was listening to y'all's podcast, and the cocaine bear stuff was hilarious. I said, oh, you started at the beginning.
Oh, he did. Dude, he started way back.
Yeah, way back. I was like, dude.
Is this the same guy that started in August and he only has 8 episodes?
No. This is Tommy's son.
Oh, he really just started.
Yeah, he just started.
Oh, wow.
Dalton,
That's
I mean, you won't hear this for those 6 months, but hey, appreciate it.
And we got another super fan that we just found out. Oh, Gary, you got a shout out to another super fan of ours.
Terry Sharp. Shout out to Terry Sharp.
Terry Sharp.
Terry Sharp.
Little Terry.
Little Terry Sharp.
Shout out to Little Terry, hell of a baseball player.
Yep.
Hell of an athlete. Shout out to Terry.
Yeah, but yes. So, yes, I just want to know where they got the sword from. Was it from a gas station?
No, it's probably one of them $3 Walmart machetes.
That's not a sword. I got one of them cheap Walmart machetes in back in my go bag.
Man,
Yeah.
you can't.
Ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying.
You know,
I got
at best,
another-
he bruised the hell out of somebody.
Well, they
little
hadn't
dull.
figured out a motive, and they don't know who chopped his hand off. Maybe themselves. But look,
You ain't getting up with his head off with it.
Can't have finger foods no more.
in Germany, you said you had another story in Germany. I've got a Germany story.
It's not
What?
the same Germany story, is it?
I don't know what was your Germany story. The one you sent me?
The one I sent.
Oh, I haven't seen it. yet.
Germany's got a history. Y'all know that?
Let's confirm that's the same one.
Let me see.
Have y'all heard about Germany and not liking Jews?
I think it may be the same one. Yes, it is the same one.
Okay. But just read the
I
headline.
will. A German surgeon fired after getting hospital cleaner to assist in amputation.
So, Jamie, what do you think happened?
Do you mean the guy cleaning the hospital or a product that cleaned the hospital?
So I was thinking bleach or Windex. That's what I was thinking.
I was guessing he was like, "Hey, dude, can you help me chop his toe?"
I was
off?"
thinking the janitor or somebody.
yeah, I'm thinking. Janitor said, like, hey, man, hold his hand for
All
me.
right, so that's what happened essentially. But I was thinking, okay, what is what, Windex is? What does
So
it
like,
use?
like
What
it
cleaner
just falls
do
to the ground. He just takes a mop, mops it up.
He said, but bleach, man, it kills everything. So he's like, let's sterilize this gent.
Wait, pour maple syrup on it?
No, I was thinking more of.
Is he going to nibble it off?
I was
Is he
thinking
gonna
more.
chew it off?
I was more thinking of sodium hypochlorite, which isn't bleach. You know, so that's what I was thinking.
I'm still not sure what's wrong with
But
it.
it was Janitor. It said So
I need more info on the story.
all
I
right,
feel like
it was a janitor. He apparently started this surgery before he had enough people to join him in the surgery.
okay. I'm fine with that.
And he saw a janitor come by. He's like, "Hey, can you help me
Yeah,
with
but
it?"
how hard is it to cut a toe off? I mean, really?
No, it's really
was
not.
it a toe?
Yeah, a toe.
I know people whose toes just fall off.
Yeah,
Oh,
feet just fall off.
I know people. Yeah, I know people too.
Jamie's related to people.
Yeah,
Actually,
we're
I'm related to that dude too.
You're like, yeah, you are too.
Yeah, I am too.
But yeah, they apparently toes can fall off.
So
too.
he just said, hold this, and he went to swack.
Essentially,
Yeah,
but-
he said, "Hey,
He said, "Hold
dude."
my toe. Watch this shit."
So I'm like sitting here thinking, okay, so initially I was thinking about bleaches and cleaners and Windex. So now I'm thinking, okay, this is some untapped potential in this janitor.
I'm picturing the janitor from the TV show Scrubs. Just like
I'm picturing like some Latino dude that just came across the river, can't speak English, and goes, "Hola,
I need peso. I
yeah,
need
come
peso.
here, come here and help me cut off a toe." A toe?
Well, I'm thinking of my high school janitor, Mr. Allen. He was like, he wouldn't hold
I thought
nothing.
about him today.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yes. You talking about the old black man?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Heck yeah.
You remember when he got hit in the eye with that piece of fence post?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking about. He's a good old dude.
Yep.
I'm sure he's dang gone now.
I bet he'd have held the toe.
I guarantee you, he had a foot.
He probably held
Probably
it up.
had.
He probably
had.
probably held the toe up as he cut it.
He was a good dude. Oh,
Well-
high school janitors.
Look, what else you guys got this evening or this morning? It'll be Tuesday morning.
I mean, those are only stories.
Hey,
I thought. Funny.
let's show the fancy little shit we got over there.
What we got?
Oh,
We can start selling these.
Oh,
somebody grab that
our
right there.
bottle caps.
Yeah.
Marty, grab it and show it to
Marty,
us.
you can be the Vanna White of the hour.
Let's take the
You got to take the wrap off of it so they can see.
So
yeah.
Let's
Look,
see.
we got these.
I can't. I can't.
Can't
Yeah,
see
bring it
nothing.
down,
Down, Marty.
You bring it down, Marty. You can see where it's at. Crotch shot.
just sit down.
Just sit down. Put it over your face. Put it. Hey,
There we go.
there we
Look
go.
at, look at
We got
that.
the Life from the Patio podcast bottle caps for the wall art there. It turned out really well.
Are we going to try to sell these?
Hey, look, Marty changed faces.
If anyone's interested, let us know and we'll try to say something. By the way, that QR code actually works. You can.
I like
I mean,
this
as a matter
better.
of fact, we'll probably sell them with no profit. We'll just be glad that you got our shit. Yeah, look, we will sell you exactly what it costs
Look,
us.
when
just
we
be glad to
build
have
our
it.
private club, we'll. Send
I don't even have to
those
wear
out.
glasses with this.
Whoever signs up for that $99 a year, we'll send you one. We hadn't done that yet, but when we do,
Hey, something else. Anybody that wants stickers? Brad Morris wants some stickers.
oh, he does.
Yeah,
Give his address. We'll
yeah,
send
send me
it
his
to you.
address. If you want stickers, we
Let us
got
know,
a
we'll
bunch
send
of
them to
them.
you.
Send them to us.
Stick them everywhere. Put them on your
I still
car.
gotta get West stickers too. My bad, West.
Yeah.
Put them in your scrapbook.
Yeah, Brad, put them on the fire truck.
Yeah, put them on every fire truck.
Whatever
Fire
you wanna
hydrants. Just fires, fire dogs, whatever they
Life.
got.
Old ladies.
Put them on your Dalmatian.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we missed out.
that
But
way.
look, go follow us, like us, whatever on all the social media outlets. I think we can find us on all of them. Especially on our YouTube channel, we need some comments. We
Put 'em
have
on
like
Luna.
400 views and no comments.
Our last comment though was Terry's cute.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Probably
Wow.
from Big Papa Gerald.
It was Big Papa
Yeah,
Gerald.
but did you? I went and looked at Big Papa Gerald's profile. It says Big Papa Gerald loves dudes. That was the name of it.
We'll talk about that off the air here in a
He
minute.
said Gary was bright, and these are the big guy on the bottom of the left and sex are good looking. Which the fact that he had to clarify between the big guys, which kind of might hurt my heart.
Poor John.
I want to be sexy to gay guys.
All right. Speaking of sexy to gay guys, Fortenberry, what's your part word?
You know what? Let's just let me think. Hey, we got more of that coming up. Y'all just be mindful of what more is about.
Gary,
We gone.
Marty Mar.
Drink local, and thanks for watching.
Hey, go tell all your friends about us, because I tell you what, we have a damn good time. We are not far. We're going to start doing interviews here real soon. I promise you, and you're going to love them. We're going to be interviewing some normal, everyday people.
No
We're gonna
holds
drink Pappy
barred.
for long.
No holds barred.
We got people lining up.
Outlaw.